Alright, let's talk about Space Ghost issue 9 from Dynamite Comics. This was a surprise when it came out. Dynamite Comics has been doing all these reiterations of old Hanna-Barbera classics. Space Ghost was a superhero from the 1960s in Hanna-Barbera cartoons, along with Birdman and everything. Of course, got a 90s postmodern spin to it. With Space Ghost Coast to Coast, which was a comedic take on the idea, with like Space Ghost hosting like a sort of talk show and everything, with some of his villains guesting every so often. Harvey Birdman, attorney at law or something like that, was another postmodern thing. Those were not actual representations of those characters. They were just straight-laced superheroes in Saturday morning cartoons that fought like crazy outlandish villains. And that's what this is. Here's the credits. But the thing about this comic is it's not goofy at all. It's serious, but not deadly serious. It's just a good action-packed action-adventure comic. So the two kids that accompanied him in the cartoon are here. Their families were destroyed by marauders, and so they team with Space Ghost. General Metalis is from the old cartoons, but here they put a spin on him. I don't think he had this origin in the old cartoon, but he's the one that's killed Space Ghost's family in the past, before he took up the mantle of Space Ghost. Space Ghost has these bands which give him sort of intangible powers and super strength and all this stuff. And he has an asteroid like hideout, like, you know, sort of Batcave type of thing, and all these different technologies like ships and things. And here General Metalis, Metalis is basically trying to take over the Earth. He looks awesome here. And this is continued from the previous issue. Usually there's one-off stories or two-issue story arcs in this series. Here Space Ghost is fighting guys one by one to get at Metalis to stop this whole invasion. And he's like destroying ship by ship, and they're like, he's just one man, why can't you stop him, and all that. Here, a giant robot attacks the two kids, and they try to stop that. And they finally do. You know, the girl stops it and everything. Here, it's about to crush the one boy. The little animal sidekick is here as well. He's not goofy at all. But yeah, look, if you're not reading this, this is like a sleeper hit. This is so cool. Every comic is action-packed. The spins they put on all the villains are great. They make them a big threat. There's so many villains to reiterate from the cartoon into this comic, so I hope this goes on a lot longer. It's an ongoing series. I don't know how it's selling, but I do know that I think it's pretty awesome. Space Ghost fighting more of the Robo Troopers from Metalis' army, and crashing his ship, you know, into a city here just to try and stop Metalis. And here Space Ghost is thinking back to his family and everything, and what Metalis took from him, while he's punching the crap out of Metalis with this big super armored up gauntlet. And you see, here it is, just destroying them. Yeah, look, this here's another great shot. Yeah, this is a great series. It gets better and better. Check out Space Ghost. Like, I find these quick to read. They're $5 US, so $6 Canadian, but I do think it's worth it, because just the art is great and the story is great. The characters are awesome. All the villains are awesome, and they're from the cartoon. You know, after this, you'll probably want to track down the old cartoon and see where this all comes from. But this is a more badass take on all that stuff, but still the same designs and color schemes and same scenarios, but with more of a sort of more serious spin to it. but nothing that detracts from, nothing grounded, nothing that detracts from the action and science fiction, fantasy, adventure of the stuff. Um, so I highly recommend issue 9, and I highly recommend, I mean, issue 8 dovetails into issue 9, but I highly recommend this entire series. This is wonderful stuff. Space Ghost from Dynamite Comics. If you like what you saw here, please give a like to this video and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Lots of great comic book stuff on here. So until next time, take care.